Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody, and welcome to episode 31 of my Success-preneur chat. It is Monday. It is Motivation Monday, and I'm so excited to have each and every one of you here. Before I get started, I want to introduce myself, and I want to read. I redid my intro, and what I've been believing for the past 10 years is really not about what you say, is about how you say it. So that's why I love to hop on live and introduce myself, especially for those of you guys who know me. And especially those of you guys who don't know me. So if this is your first time watching me, my name is Leticia Campbell. I'm the #1 sales and remote business strategist. Smart entrepreneurs hire me to help them dominate their sales and systems by transforming their passion into a highly scalable business so that they can accelerate their wealth and freedom. All right. So today's Motivation Monday, and I'm going to be going live like this all week this week, multiple times, because I'm trying to test something out. And one thing I always tell my clients is that I believe in ABT, which is always be testing. If you know what something on social media is changing or something is shifting, before you take somebody else's opinion of what it is that's happening, test some things out and see what happens for yourself. But give me 1 second. It's Monday, y'all. My house is like my house is like jam packed and full. Alexa, stop. All right, I forgot I had some music on in the background, so I hope that did not make me freeze. If you're tuning in, I see a couple people just hopped on. Say something in the chat, because I think I had jazz music on, so I think that made my live act weird. So like I said, always be testing. Like I said, taking other people's word for certain things is always good, but you should always be testing things out. So good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. I promise I won't be on here long. I want to talk about for this Motivation Monday. Normally I do these Motivation Mondays inside of my group, but we're doing some changes with these Facebook groups nowadays, and I'll promise to keep you guys posted in their future. But one of the major things that I feel like, as women who are building businesses, most of y'all who are following me, most of y'all who watch me, and if you haven't shared this out, please make sure that you share this out. But either you're a course creator, a service provider, or maybe you're even a network marketer. And at some point in your business, you hit a wall. If that has happened to you, type in me in the chat right now and explain what that wall is. Like at some point in your business. Hey, Marielle, good morning. Good morning, Marielle. At some point in your business, you hit a wall. So I was thinking this morning, every morning when I wake up, I listen to this YouTube channel called Law of Attraction. I was kind of ticked off this morning because YouTube wasn't working. I was telling my clients, Marielle's one of them in the group. I'm like, ladies, YouTube is not working today. But anyway, now YouTube is working. It's up and running. I guess they was doing some updates or something like that. But I do watch this popular YouTube channel called Law of Attraction. And one of the things that it said, that it was, one of the videos that I was watching, it talked about breaking through that wall. Right? Is breaking through that wall is so important. It's like so many times as entrepreneurs, especially female entrepreneurs, we already are wearing multiple hats. We're playing multiple roles throughout the day, whether it be us being an entrepreneur, a mom, a chef, a housekeeper, a wife, whatever, right? And a lot of times in business, when we hit a wall, we stop. Has that ever happened to you? Say so down below. It could be a wall of you staying consistent with posting content on social media. The wall could be, okay, you got people who's interested in what you have to offer. Now it's time to close them. The wall can be, you may be building a downline, but you're just not a good leader. The wall can be, you just build an amazing course or a done-for-you service, and you have clients that really don't appreciate or value your time. It's several walls that we hit in business. But the thing is that one of the things that spoke to me this morning as I was doing my meditation was that you got to have that wall hitting plan. So when you do hit that wall, you break through that wall. And I firmly believe, especially now that it's closing, 2020 is coming to a close. And just like one of my clients, Dr. Ray, said, you don't want to skip over December because there's still work to be done this month. But for 2021, you got to have, starting now, that wall hitting plan. So whatever it is that is going on in your business right now that is forcing you and causing you to stop, right? Maybe stepping outside your comfort zone. And I'm sorry, y'all, for some reason my comments are not coming up. Facebook is acting funny. Whatever it is anything that you're doing in your business that causes you to stop, you got to have a wall hitting plan. It could be you stepping outside of your comfort zone, right? It could be, I know for a long period of time, I wouldn't like work my business around certain individuals that had something negative to say previously about it. You know, I feel like we share our soul too much. Maddie said, I just hit a wall. I don't feel like working my biz. No idea why. Well, what was that wall, Maddie? If you want to hop on the screen, we could talk about it. But if not, that's okay. You know, I feel like there's a reason why we hit a wall. It's like, I hit a wall yesterday. I want to share a story with you that just happened to me yesterday. So for a couple of months now, I would say since early October, before I had Tori Marie, God was telling me to monetize a certain community that I was building here online. And I didn't really listen to it. I was like, all right, I'm going to put that on the shelf for now. I'm going to do that later. Yesterday, I got this email from an individual that told me the only reason why she decided to join my community was to network her business. So after I replied to her email and read her for filth, honey, child, Mediel, I read her down. Okay? Because you know that's what I do. After that, I didn't feel like that satisfaction, you know, because if you're like a queen reader like I am, we get satisfied when we give somebody like a good read, when we tell somebody the business and stuff. But after I read this girl for filth, after that, I was like, I don't feel satisfied. And in that moment, God was telling me, I told you so. I told you so. Maybe God's telling you, Mediel, I've been telling you to do this, but you decided to push this, put your business aside for a certain period of time. You decided to do something else. I told you so. So in that moment, and I was telling my clients this yesterday, in that moment, I had to turn the mirror onto me and say, God told me to monetize that group a long time ago. And so God was telling me, I told you so. These are the type of individuals that you're going to have to come in contact with if you continue to go into the path that you're going to. Because the number one issue that I have is that in this society, in this space, even though we have came so far as a culture, a lot of people feel that Black women shouldn't be making money. So whenever I would monetize my time or monetize my intellectual property, I have been told, oh, girl, you all about money. Why is it as a Black woman I have to be all about money? But if I was another nationality, it wouldn't be an issue. But that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. So for you, Mediel, it's like, you know me and you known each other for a long time. And you know there's been several moments in my business that I felt like just saying, you know what? That's it. But instead, I push through that wall and I say, you know what? Why am I feeling this way? Because another thing that I feel, guys, being the fact that this is Motivation Monday, guys, if you haven't shared this out or start a watch party, please do. Is that just like God knows our destination, the devil knows our destination too. And he knows you so well that he knows who to allow you to come in contact with that's going to get you off track. He knows what type of things that he's going to feed into your mind that's going to make you question yourself. And we have to learn from that wall. So I hit a wall yesterday, and instead of me saying, you know what, this is it, I don't want to do this anymore, this is ridiculous, people are telling me I should give away my intellectual property for free, I'm all about money, why should I charge? Instead of me feeling that way, I have to push forward, because yesterday my mom showed me a picture of my great was her grandmother. So it would be my grandmother, like two greats, right? And I looked at this picture and I looked at her, and I never met this woman before. She passed away long before I was born, right? Hey, Kimberly. Hey, love. And I looked at that picture and I was thinking in my mind, like, I was sort of like channeling her, and I was like, what would she tell me right now? What would she say? Would she say, girl, give up? Or would she say, girl, you better keep going? And she had the picture, in that picture, she had that look of determination, right? So I want to print that picture out so bad. That my mom just sent it to me yesterday, and I was just like, wow. Remember, said I got hit with 2 old diabetes clients telling me I should go back to the diabetes because they needed my help. So I think I'm back with my. Well, Marielle, what do you want to do, Marielle? See, a lot of times when people give us opportunities, it could be a distraction. You get what I'm saying? A lot of times it's just like, Marielle, it's just like Pharaoh in the Bible, just like Moses. When Moses was leading the people to the promised land and he was about to part the seas and they was about to go through the seas, what happened? Even after that, the people wanted to go back to Egypt. Maybe during this situation, those 2 individuals, you know what your passion is, Marielle. You know you love makeup, you love beauty. I watch your lives all the time, and you are a wealth of knowledge. And I feel like the whole diabetes thing, it will come and it will fall into place later on down the line. But girl, look at the history. You tried that already. You tried to go back to Egypt already. You didn't like it there. You stayed there for a couple of days and you end up right going back to the promised land, right? So a lot of times things are a distraction. You know, Marielle, when I left my job on August 11th of 2017, you know how many times I've gotten emails from my boss telling me, we would love to have you come back. We'll pay you more. It got to the point where he said, we would love for you to come back. We'll actually allow you to come back remotely. And I still said no, because it would have been a distraction. It would have been a lead up into other things, and I would have ended up right back at that office. Exactly. So it could be the situation of of going back to Egypt, going back to that to the slavery of the fact that of you feeling sucked and overwhelmed, right? And like I said, Maria, I feel like, not even a feeling. I know that you can fit that in to what you're doing later on down the line. Stay the course. God is telling you to stay the course. And I'm telling you, it's not just going to be this, Mario. It's going to be several other things that's going to pop up. That's going to look great, and because you have a heart. You're just like me. We're like what do you call inner paths? Like we take in everything, and you know what I mean. And sometimes it could be a great thing, and sometimes it could be something that's something that's not good. But listen, so I'm gonna hop off because I have to get my kids going with their remote learning. I will be back later. Today is Motivation Monday, and I want you guys to get into the habit of motivating yourself. Is to know your purpose, know what you're supposed to be doing. If you don't really have an idea of what you're supposed to be doing, at least think of something that you most passionate about and most that you enjoy, and stay the course on that. Because there's going to be a lot of distractions. There's going to be tons of distractions this week. There's going to be tons of things that you're probably going to see on the news, or you're probably going to have conversations about, or whatever, that's going to get you to a point where you're going to get off track. But you have to stay the course and ask yourself, what makes me most happy? What gives me most joy? What can I talk to people about fluently? Right? Marielle, I hate people telling me I'm wasting my brain and knowledge in diabetes with no, Marielle. Do these people that are telling you that, do they have a multi-million-dollar business? No, probably not. Mm-mm. Come on. Close the door. Probably not, sis. You have to stay the course. You just have to. I'm going to say primarily, even though I think the support is a little off right now. If that's your passion, Kimberly, then stay with it. We as women, we got to start doing things in life that makes us happy. Honestly. Because you could be even Well, Marielle, you could be at the top pinnacle of your business where you're making a whole boatload of money. And those people that are telling you to go back to diabetes, they're still going to tell you to go back to diabetes. Even though they see you making money, even though they see that you're happy, even though they know that you're successful, they're still going to tell you to go right back to diabetes. That's never going to stop. So that's the thing we have to start breaking out, is thinking that, okay, once they see that I'm successful, then they're going to shut up. They're going to actually get louder. And you have to learn how to mute them. You have to learn how to mute them. Mute the noise so that you can focus on your destination. It doesn't, but you're working towards that, Marielle. We got to really stop listening to people who are not in alignment with our destination. And you have to say, instead of saying you don't either, you need to say I will. You know what I'm saying? I will have that business of where I'm going to make a whole boatload of money and things like that. But it's more than just about money. It's about how many women that you're going to impact because of what you do. That's what it's about as well. So, like I said, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to tell you to go right back to Pharaoh, go right back to the old ways, the old sides of you. That really was never you. You just did it because that was the opportunity that was available at the time, and you did not know your true purpose yet. But you know your purpose. We all do, and we got to stay focused and stay the course, and that's it. Like it always happens when we start to build momentum that people come along and try to get us off the momentum. And then we stop, and then we start all back over again. And it's like you start and you stop, you start and you stop, you start and you stop. And you know what, Mario? One of the things that, this goes for everybody. One of the things that God was telling me this morning was like, patience, be more patient, because that's what life is about. That's what building a business is about. It's about staying the course and being patient. And the worst thing you can do, Marielle, and everyone who's under the sound of my voice, the worst thing you can do is quit and give up. The worst thing you can do is quit and give up over something that makes you happy. That makes you happy. Something could be great over there. It could be a whole boatload of money over there. But hey, Patricia, hey, how are you? Something could be great on the other side of the fence. But is it worth it? Is it worth it? Marielle, you are the MUA queen, mama. Stay on your throne. Are you still there? Stay on your throne. You deserve to be on that throne. You worked hard to be on that throne. And when you're on that throne, mama, you are your best self. And don't let nothing stop you. People are going to have their opinions. People are going to have their thoughts. They're going to give you they're going to give you their advice. But at the end of the day, you have to go to bed with and look in the mirror at what makes you your best self, what makes you your most happiest. And this is a day-to-day. Hey, Ray Star, welcome, mama. This is a day-to-day practice that I do with myself, where I ask myself, Leticia, what makes you happy? What makes you happy? Like, do y'all ask yourself that? What makes me happy in this moment, in this situation? Yes, I can't control what other people say, can't control what other people do, but what? One second. But what makes me happy? Kimberly said, I can learn a lot from all of you successful women. Thank you. And never think that you're not a success. Money does not equal success. You could make a lot of money and be the worst person to work with. Really, success is determined by, is the people that you are in fact working with, are they creating an impact? Are you making people feel amazing? Are you working in your purpose? That's success to me. That's happiness to me. Me having the top position at my 9 to 5, that wasn't success to me. And I would see women go all Google and Gaga over the fact that they got a office with their name on the door. And I'm just like, really? I told y'all this story of where a month before I left my job, one of my coworkers, she came into my office and she was like, Leticia, you know what today is? And I was like, what's today? And she was like, oh, it's my 35th year anniversary here. It's her 35th year anniversary at the job. And I was like, and I felt really weird. And I shared this with you guys on my live 3 years ago. I was like, I wasn't proud of her. Like, I felt weird in that moment. I felt mad at myself for not being proud of her. But it was God telling me that's not going to be you. That's not going to be your story. You're not going to be the girl that's going to pop in somebody's office and say, I've been in the office for 35 years. This is my 35th year anniversary. Look at my pin. That was not my story. And I learned a lot from that. You know what I'm saying? So guys, listen, I'm going to leave y'all with that. Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Ray Star. Thank you, sis. I'm going to leave you guys with that. I will be hopping back on later. I'm actually going to be doing a special masterclass this week. So those of you who are interested in registering, it's free. All you have to do is text me the words, build my list. Text me the words, build my list. I'm just going to put the link down here. You got to text me the words, build my list to bit.ly/text the camp. Okay. So you're going to just click on that link. That's, again, I don't see you guys' phone numbers. That's a text line. Your phone number is kept confidential. But when you go to bit.ly/text the camp, all you have to do when you click on that link is just type in build my list. It's a free masterclass. It's only going to be for about 45 minutes or less. It's not going to be those 3-hour webinars that you guys used to attending in the past. I give y'all the meat, not the fat. I'm going to be teaching you guys my 5-step strategy on how to build and convert how to build a high converting email list. List building is vital. And this is why some of you guys are not making money in your business, because you don't have a list. Email marketing ain't going anywhere. You may think it's ancient. You may think it's old school. But if you guys saw what happened with the whole pandemic, people are starting to really rush heavy. You probably have gotten more emails since March than you've ever gotten ever, right? Patricia said that she so glad I caught you live this morning. Have an amazing day. You too, my sister. You too. You too. You too. Oh, Patricia, we have class tonight, just so you know, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you can make it, that'd be amazing. Okay. So listen, I'm going to leave you guys on that note. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. As always, don't forget, get out there and dominate, because it's time to design a life that you, in fact, deserve. Till next time. Bye, guys.